Back forward. Number 22, sophomore, Turner Halo. Right guard, number 24, junior, David Brazeal. Heading out forward, number 45, junior,
and Kickapoo will win the tip. They have the ball. Swinging it to the corner. Driving inside. No good. A little bit short on the layup. And off of Kickapoo, it'll be Nixa ball. Kickapoo comes out in the press early. Tipped. Inside, left-hand layup, gets it to go. Neighbors with the steal on the bucket. Oaf will swing it to Sam Kranz will be fouled. Trying to split two defenders.
Foul on number 24, Gavin Montgomery for the Chiefs, his first personal foul, first team foul. Possession goes to Nixa.
Ajayi to Oaf. Oaf driving inside. He'll get fouled. It'll be Nixa ball on the baseline.
Fouls on number 15, Connor Schooler for the Chiefs, his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And they're going to say ball off Kranz's hand. So it'll be Kickapoo ball. Hale will pass the ball in. Kick out for three. Gets it to go. Oof has it.
Who is this?
Nixa now in a press.
If you unplug my charger, do it.
Kickapoo will break it. Moving the ball around. To the corner for three. Gets it to go. Kranz has it. And they're going to say foul.
What?
Fouls on number 20, Jeremiah Neighbors for the Chiefs.
It'll be a foul on Neighbors. His first foul.
Number 5, Matthew Ajayi at the free throw line for Nixa.
He'll miss the first one. He'll go over 2 at the line. Kickapoo has ball. Nixa applying heavy pressure. Nixa will back off. Ball around. 2 have a pass. Good save, but Crayons is able to get it. He'll give it to a Jayu, and ball will roll out of bounds. Nixa staying in that press. Neighbors has it. Good ball movement, floating shot, up and good.
For 2.
Liddell to the corner. Crayons dribbling inside, goes up for 2, no good. Ball to the corner inside. I'm going to say hold on deal.
Deal for Nixa, his first personal foul, first team foul. Subbing over Nixa, number 11, Spencer Rennie.
And Rennie will check into the game. Ball to the corner for 3, no good. Crayons with the rebound. Crayons to Deal. Deal thought about a shot for a second, driving inside to Oaf. Oaf goes up and no good through the contact. No foul called. Trap down low. Kickapoo is able to clear it out. And blocked by Deal. It's his own rebound, and Schooler will make it on the second chance. Rennie has it inside to Jayu. Jayu dribbling. He'll give it to Crayons. Crayons to Rennie. Rennie to Crayons. Crayons for 3, no good. Rennie with the rebound. He'll go to Crayons. Crayons goes up. No good. And could be a Nixa foul.
Nathan Ajayi for Nixa, his first personal foul. Second team foul. Timeout called by Nixa. That's their first timeout of the game. They have 4 remaining.
And I'm joined here with my play-by-play commentator, Evan Brett.
You know, we'll see Nixa sticking with this press. They come out pretty slow so far. Ajayi, they're leading score with 3. And just looking at the Chiefs have been playing, you know, they've been knocking down a lot of three-pointers, done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, Jayu has definitely had a great game. He's been outstanding for me out there.
And he's just so impactful defensively as well. You know, we've just seen him head of that press every single time. He switches, man, clearly the best defender on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, he's easily one of the best athletes out there. As he sees many varsity minutes, does a really good job defending there.
And Nixa, you know, turned it over. That's what they've been a big problem for them tonight, just not being able to capitalize. You see them get a rebound, you know, force a turnover, go back in and throw it right. I mean, right in that. I mean, about 3 minutes ago, you know, Crayons, they forced a turnover and then they just, you know, just barely out of reach for Ajayi, and you can't have those empty possessions, especially when Kickapoos come out firing.
Rennie will get the board through some contact.
We'll see Ajayi pushing up the floor.
Really good pass there by Ajayi to the corner. Back out to the corner to Deal for three. Gets it to go. And that play would not have happened without Nathan Ajayi with the first look to the corner.
And, you know, Deal's somebody we haven't seen a lot of. You know, hurt his knee, and I can't remember which game he's been out. He's been in and out of practice, and this is his first game back in play against Joplin. And he's already making his impact felt. And he's definitely someone they've been missing, a physical presence, not only inside but outside. I mean, he can space the floor so well, as you just shown right there from drilling it from deep. I mean, he's definitely going to be someone they want to get going.
Yeah, for sure.
And such a physical player. We've seen him so many times where he lowers his shoulder into somebody, gets him out of his way, gets to the rim. So he's super broad shoulders, very strong player. Just come out.
Yeah, he'll do a really good job of driving down there and drawing fouls, getting to the free throw line easy.
We'll see Liddell and down here for the Eagles.
To star player, Ajayi. To Rennie. Ajayi with a great screen.
Deal with a good rebound, powerful inside move. Couldn't get it to go, but they'll give the foul.
And I think Thornton went for a putback and somebody in his arm, so he'll go to the line for two.
Oh no. Big deal. And you can see the brace on that right knee. That's something you got to look for. And he's talking to him. You know, it just seems it's just kind of getting back into shape and just trying to get that knee right. It's definitely a weaker point ever since that injury, and it's just going to take a little bit of time. But it's good to see him out there. He's such a coveted piece for the Eagles. And D will pick up the foul right there.
Yeah, Nixa staying on that press. Of course, it's very good thanks to Ajayi, who has big, long stature up there. Just does a really good job of being up there and drawing stupid mistakes.
And they can speed up their opponents, and that's what we see in the Varsity a lot of the time when they run that great press or that man-to-man defense. You know, it just speeds up their opponent, and that's what Nixa likes to do. They like to set the pace and make a team to speed themselves up and go a bunch of turnovers and get a lot of fast transition points. And that helps with the players on the floor. Just looking at it, Kranz, Ajayi, everyone on the floor can really move in transition. It's a fast lineup on the floor. And Ajayi just using that long wingspan to be able to tip that away, but Kickapoo able to recover.
Yeah, really good play by Ajayi. That first shot would have never happened without that tip pass.
And Liddell, going up strong for that rebound, be able to draw the foul. That puts him in the bonus. Send Liddell to the free throw line. You have to knock it down. We've seen Ajayi, he's been so good this game, but he missed two of his free throws. You need those to go down in a game like this when your offense is struggling. You've got to come out colder. Can't really get much going. You got to be able to knock down these free throws.
And Liddell will knock down the first one. And Liddell will go 2 for 2 as he gets a steal there, goes up, gets his own rebound, and put back for 2. And really, really good hustle by Nathan Ajayi, showing that athleticism, but it will be Kickapoo ball on that extra effort play.
And we'll just see so many times where Ajayi putting his body on the line. He just makes those hustle plays. He's not afraid to get down dirty and do the dirty work. And they're just looking at this press. They're all over. They're definitely struggling to get the ball across half court. Ever since they switched into that, it's definitely giving them trouble. But Kickapoo came out and looked like they were going to break it. They did a great job of swinging it to the middle. And once you get a ball in the middle of the press, it's almost a piece of cake from there. You can just have two people cutting down those baselines.
Ball in the middle. It's barbecue chicken from there.
You know, you're exactly right. I mean, and that's what kickbaits go back to, barbecue chicken. It's just every single time they got into the middle, you'll see two people cut down that baseline or that wing area, and it's just, you know, a 3-on-1, 3-on-2, and I mean, you can't stop that.
Yeah, especially with bank 2 threes. Yeah, coming out bank 2 threes, barbecue chicken from there. And
we'll see Neighbors to the free throw line. He's definitely, I mean, such a contributor. And that younger brother to Elijah Neighbors, we'll be able to see later tonight. And he plays very similar, very physical, you know, good three-point shooter, good with the ball in his hands, definitely their main ball handler. And he just does a good job of drawing fouls. You see him go in there, just kind of fly his head back, and he's going to get that call every single time.
Yeah, I mean, I can't agree with you more there.
And you see the big body coming in. Oh, I mean, no one on Nix's floor can even match up with that. We'll see Ajayi taking on, you know, the burden of.
I don't want to pre-fire it, but I could see a deal substitution here.
I definitely could see that. Or someone, you know, Landon Stafford. Stands at 6'6", super strong, long frame. We've seen him get up there for some dunks. He could be someone that can, you know, rotate in there and put a stop to it. Oh my goodness, Valentine.
That's the end of the first quarter of play.
And we'll be right back after that break.
And we are back with some second quarter action. Nixa leading Kickapoo by 1.
As we see Cam Miller checking in the game for the first time.
And if he's someone that we've been missing, he gets a lot of varsity minutes, so he's going to maybe just only get 2 quarters here so they can save him for that varsity. He started against Parkview, played a great game, had 10 points, and it's just, he's someone who won't score the loudest. You know, he's not the loudest player in the building. He'll put up those quiet numbers. I mean, I looked up the scoreboard and saw 10. I wasn't surprised, but I definitely didn't realize it was that number. He does a great job of rotating that dunker spot. We're getting putbacks, and Liddell will be confused on a foul call there. I agree with him. But there's just so many players on this roster that get these varsity minutes. Liddell, Ajayi, Miller. I mean, we've seen Hope start to get more in there. Kranz with his first varsity minutes against Parkview. I mean, this entire starting lineup for JV has played some varsity minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I can't agree with you more there. As Neighbors will knock down the first one.
And he clearly lives from there. I mean, that's where I believe almost all of his points have come from tonight. He likes to get to that line. I mean, very similar to Shea. You know, we've seen him in the NBA.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of controversy there with how it's called, but you know, it's a good strategy.
Yeah, I see a mix of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Steph Curry.
You see that in him?
Yeah, all of it.
I can see. Where'd you get the Giannis from?
I mean, just high-flying player. He gets to the hoop very easily on anybody.
You know, I compare Kobe Bryant to his Nathan Ajayi. You know,
Yeah,
that
I
Ajayi
mean-
blood runs through his veins. It's just, he's such a killer on and off the floor. Such a high work ethic, high motor.
I mean, I saw some articles saying Ajayi could be the next Jordan. I mean, don't want to just throw that out there, but it definitely was said.
He's such a high work ethic. And, excuse me. You know, definitely. I mean, Jordan is such a competitor, and that's exactly what Ajayi brings to this team.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing him like every day in practice, just watching their practices, he's in there
And
every time.
He goes to the X Center to put up shots before and after school.
Yeah.
And you know, he's just a dog on and off the floor.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't agree with you more. Definitely see signs of that in him.
But that quote, Kobe, you know, that Mamba mentality.
As we see
we
deep
might start calling it that
three.
Nathan mentality. I mean,
I
that's
honestly, and Schooler will knock down a deep
Schooler
three.
with the three. He's up to 10 points so far, and he's been a big problem for them. A lot of times he gets putbacks on the 2 threes. Definitely touch the floor.
And Cran's out to the corner. We'll see if they can answer. No can do. Grady Oak with the rebound. Goes up and gets the 2 to fall.
And so far, I feel like Nick's has done a good job of getting the second chance opportunities. They haven't converted. We're able to get one going there, but I mean, even with from the 5 on the floor, bigger presence, they did a great job of. He's not the most athletic. He can't jump as high as someone else like Ajayi, like Miller, and they're definitely taking advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't agree with you more there. As we see James Thornton check into the game, let's see what he can do.
Oh, James.
So the fans really getting into it. A lot of fan favorites from this JV squad. Jameis, Thornton, Ajayi, clearly.
Tough shot from Neighbors, no good.
And I was seeing, that Shea comparison you made. That was a great comparison.
Especially the Giannis, too. I mean.
And they're just such competitors on the floor. We'll see Ajayi, tasked with guarding him. I mean, wouldn't want anyone else. That long frame does such a great job against players like him.
Neighbors will swing it to the corner to Schooler for 3. No good. Ajayi with that athletic rebound.
Oh my goodness. Using those long arms and being able to get that pass off. Crans from 3. No good. Rebound Kickapoo. They'll be pushing it up the floor in transition. And timeout Kickapoo Chiefs. They want to talk this over. We'll be back after this break.
No sound. And we are back after some technical difficulties. Cameraman struggling over here. As Oaf has the ball. He'll swing at the Crams. Kick for a heavy trap. Crams will bring it back up the middle. Good screen by Miller.
And poked away. And I believe the Chiefs were talking over how to get something going on offense. Outside of that 12-3 run they went on to start the game, they haven't really been able to get things going. And a giant transition couldn't get it to go, but they will call a foul. And a giant line right there just shows his tenacity getting in there.
Yeah, just that athletic ability. I mean, getting up there and jumping with the trees.
I mean, just so athletic, like you said, not afraid to. You see the air he got on that jump. I mean, that layup, it was almost uncontestable.
Yeah, I mean, he's very easily one of the most athletic players I've seen in my time.
At your time, I mean, we've had Cale Combs come through here. His brother Jace is very athletic. Colton Boyd is very athletic, but Matthew definitely is up there in those rankings.
And out of bounds. I went into the wood bleachers. This dribble from Miller gets his back. Inside Oath fading away jumper. Gets it to go from about 10 feet.
And Oath, Ajayi has slowed down the scoring, but he's definitely doing a great job defensively. But
yeah. I mean, Oath is a solid player. He's solid like cobblestone. I mean, probably one of the most solid players ever. He's through and through one of the most, he can do it all. He can play good defense, he can shoot the ball, he can drive, draw fouls.
And it's just those strong shoulders, like you said, that cobblestone build, super strong, sturdy, and can really get into his opponent. And Ajayi has not come out of this game. Definitely very sweaty. Might need some axe after this game. Not official yet.
Yeah, I mean, that Axe deodorant is good stuff. As Neighbors has the ball.
And Neighbors is just going to attack immediately.
Ball up top.
And you'll see Jordan all over him, being able to get to that middle is what Kickapoo likes to do, though. And Neighbors from 3, and
I mean, that was a money pass. He delivered the mail to the post office, baby.
Like you said, what a pass. A good find for Neighbors. Definitely a 3-point shooter, much like his brother. And they're bringing on that pressure.
Good hustle by Deal. Kickapoo will recover, though.
And Deal back in the game. He's tasked, guarding the big man down low. They'll switch him on and off with Miller. And
I mean, getting inside there and using his big body, all that meat on his body, and really getting in there and using the meat on his body and bones to finish strong.
And they do a great job. Another guy's a lot of meat to him, 45. He's such a big body down low.
Yeah, he can very easily get in there and make some tough shots. His Neighbors goes up. No good. Hitting the line for 2.
No, they gave him a charge.
Oh, never mind.
And right there, using that cobblestone build, like you said, standing in there and taking the charge. That will send, Neighbors into foul trouble, who's been their main scorer tonight.
And Miller now gives to Ajayi. Ajayi going up. Tough layup.
I mean, shades of Kyrie Irving right there. Oh my goodness.
That might have been one of the best layups I've ever seen in my lifetime. Just up and under, really good shot. Ball swung to the corner.
And we'll see a mismatch with Odell. And they'll get a charge. And not the shot right
Number 22, Trevor Hale for the Chiefs. His second personal foul, his team foul. Subbing for the Chiefs, number 10, Cole.
Miller has it with 60 seconds left on the clock. He'll get to Ajayi. Ajayi looking around. Miller thought about it.
The Nixa might go for that last shot. 40 seconds is a lot of time to burn, but they can definitely do it.
And ball's going to go out of bounds. So it'll be Kickapoo ball with 42 seconds left.
And you just can't have that with, you know, such a close game. Those turnovers, those empty possessions.
Yeah, Nixon's going to look for a fat stop here, a really big stop to go with the lead in the second half.
And you're going to want to bring some momentum, especially in a close game like this. You're on the road, you know, a lot of fans in the stands, a great atmosphere. You're going to want to have that lead going into half, have that momentum so you can come out on top. Kickapoo going for that last shot of Giant on the ball.
Trap down low. Fading shot. No good. And the one thing I'd say about that shot is he was no chicken. He went up and shot that shot as best to his ability. And we'll be back after this at break. And we are back for some second half action. I'm joined by my new announcer, Landon.
Landon Atchison on the mic, everybody. This is my first ever basketball game. Let's get it.
Yes, and it is indubitably a great game to announce.
The whoop is still on.
We are back, folks. And this will indubitably be one of the best games, JV games we've seen this year. Ajayi with the ball. He'll give to Oaf. Oaf driving underneath to Miller on the wing for three. Gets it to go.
Cameron Miller for three.
Did you hear him? No, I had to hold it. I thought we replaced this. Why do we have the old one back?
Kickapoo with the ball. They're moving around. Neighbors looking for something to do. Swinging around now. Driving.
How do I have to hold it?
Shot.
Evan, how do I have to hold this? How do I hold this?
Miller driving up and under. Gets it to go. That was a really good shot by Cameron Miller. Oaf gets the ball. Ajayi driving. And one! One of the really good plays we've seen this game from Ajayi. He's had a really good game so far as he collects his 6th and 7th point.
Pause. What a great finish right there. And the free throw is good.
And it'll be a Kickapoo timeout. So we'll be back after this short break. And we are back. We are back with some second half action as Kickapoo will have the ball to start after the timeout. Stolen by Oaf. Deal driving, kick to the corner to Ajayi for three. Hates the shot, but they're going to say Deal charged after the pass. What'd you think there, Landon?
Man, that was one of the most aggressive plays I've ever seen. That was dirty.
And Neighbors now behind the back, looking for a cut. Looking for something to do now, Neighbors. Driving, goes up to the right, gets it to go.
Neighbors for two.
And that'll be his 9th and 10th point of the game. As Kickapoo has two guys in double digits now. Miller will swing it to Ajayi. Back into Miller. Miller fading around. Right-handed hook gets it to go. He was cooking like rice in the post right there.
Great put up by Miller, and we'll see him later tonight in the varsity game, actually. We'll see a lot of these guys in the varsity game tonight, matter of fact.
And cutting, tipped by Gritty Oaf.
Loses the handle there for a second, regains possession. Shots up. No shot. You got to travel here on the Eagles.
And he was just trying to do too much there. It looked like a busy bee, just trying to do too much. Ends up getting called for a travel.
That'll happen, man. The pressure of the game will get to you.
Yeah, I mean, very fast-paced game as both teams are full court pressing.
Kickapoo's looking for a second kick in this half.
Yeah, Kickapoo got ahead early and fell behind now as mid-range shot is no good.
Fouls on number 22, Turner Hale for the Chiefs, his third personal foul, second team foul. Subbing in for the Chiefs, number 3, Max Fenister.
I think impact players so far, Jalen Liddell has done a really good job. He doesn't have a ton of points on the boards, but he's been a stooge. He's been passing the ball around, making good plays for his teammates.
Man, he is the definition of a stooge player. What can I say?
Up and under, gets it to go, looking like Shea. That was a really good layup. And Neighbors will go up and they'll draw a charge.
Fouls on number 20, Jeremiah Neighbors for the Chiefs, his fourth personal foul, third team foul. Subbing in for the Chiefs, number 22, Turner Hale.
Gritty Oaf here to check the ball in for the Eagles.
Liddell looking for something to do. He's going to drive, go up, no good.
Miller with the putback.
Miller, also no good. We got him ideal, goes up inside. And they're going to say a foul on Kickapoo. That's a really good call there for Nixa. Just a merry play. As Eli Thiel could have very easily got charged for a charge there.
The Chiefs here might feel like a couple fouls aren't going their way, but honestly, it's been half and half. And there we go. There's another foul called on the Kickapoo Chiefs right there against the Eagles.
Yeah, really good play by Cam Miller. And he'll go to the line to shoot one more.
For the Chiefs' second personal foul, his team foul. Nixa's now bonus for the remainder of the period. For 23, Aaron Miller for the free throw line.
Miller goes up to the shot.
And gets it to go on the roll. That'll be his 11th and 12th point in his very short time of action.
And go for the touchdown, guys.
Corner three by the big guy, no good. Pass in a deal. And rolling out of bounds, it'll be a Kickapoo ball. Really nutty save there by Eli Deal to keep the ball in bounds.
Pause.
And Kickapoo will call a timeout. As we'll be right back after the short break. And we are back after that short break.
Austin, what was your biggest takeaway from that?
I mean, Nixa has just been playing really good defense. They've been all over the place. Matthew Jayu has been like a cancer on defense for this Kickapoo offense. He's been everywhere, making really good plays.
Man, yeah, I totally get you. Grady Open out there slithering like a worm out there, man, just sliding under defenders, putting up shots.
As we're here, one of the best high school JV games you'll ever see.
Kickapoo Chiefs here to check the ball in.
And I feel like whatever team wins this game, although it's been a really good game between two good teams, they'll be at peace with what they did, and they've both done really good effort. Not really sure what the foul call was there. Do you have a comment on that?
Sorry, man, I was just a big thinker. And what I was thinking about there is Kickapoo Chiefs have only put up 0 points since the half. It is still 25-39.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been, excuse me, as Cameron Miller goes on. First shot is no good. And Cameron Miller will get it right through the access of the net.
Kickapoo driving down the court, now looking to get something happening for them. Here's the shot.
Hale for three, no good, and
Grady off the rebound and the ball in for the Eagles. Sam Kranz checking in for the game.
yeah, Nixon's played really disciplined defense here. They've been all over the place, but they haven't been jumping out at you. They haven't been drawing a lot of, they haven't been fouling a lot of players, and they've just been really good overall.
Got a steal by the Kickapoo Chiefs. The shot, and it
Up
falls
and
in.
Kranz to Oaf to Jayu. Jayu looking for something to do. To Miller. Miller drives. Up and in.
Really good shot right there by Miller. It was a really aggressive play. That's just how the Eagles have been playing all night, and I think that's part of their key to success tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Going up, and ooh, looked like getting the eye there on the pupil.
Speaking of Cam Miller, there is a foul against the Eagles.
So Minister will go to the line for two. No good on the first one.
Well, good thing we play two around here, folks.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, do you think the heat's getting the players? This is not a cool gym. It's pretty warm in here.
Yeah, it definitely is a kind of a tight, compact gym. Speaking of gym tonight, we have a very packed gym tonight. One of the biggest games in the COC tonight. Been a very anticipated game all year. Eagles have been anticipating this one for the longest time. It's been on their schedule.
Miller has it. He'll give it to Ajayu. Ajayu looking for something to do. Fading shot by Liddell. Really good shot. Inside. Back out. Back to the corner. Inside. Going up. Blocked by Ajayu. But Kickapoo will get ball, so let's see if they can get some tacks from this possession.
Spencer will check in for the game for the Eagles. Grady Elf will go take a seat on the cold bench.
Yeah, Grady Elf has been prosecuted while being fouled. He's been fouled, been charged for fouls a lot this game, so that's why I need to take a seat. And 3, gets it to go. Schooler will extend his points to 13. Big third to Ajayu. To Rennie. Rennie going up, gets the shot to go.
Great sequence right there by the Eagles. Way to take the extra pass instead of putting up the 3.
Step back 3, no good. Nixa pushing the ball up the court. They'll go inside. Really good pass there, but that's a foul. I can relate to that. Fall on the ground does not feel good, so you would like to draw a charge when you do.
And I think the Kickapoo Chiefs are kind of playing in a modest mindset right now, trying to act swag, trying to act cool. And I think they need to come back down to the basic fundamentals of the game of basketball here and really just try and focus and get back up to their standard.
And Cameron Miller just kind of held hostage there. Nothing he can really do. Didn't want to draw any fouls. And I mean, can we just take a second to admire both these teams' uniforms? I mean, Nixa in their red, that's an old uniform, but they just love to wear it. One of their favorite jerseys to wear for the players.
Speaking of jerseys, last couple of days ago, we played in our throwback game. Some of the banger jerseys in that one.
Just a really good play there from Spencer Rennie. You can tell he's a really good athlete. As he gets the fading jump shot. That made me sigh. I mean, a sigh of relief right there from that jump shot.
Maybe also a sigh of relief for the Nixa Eagles, starting to cushion their lead here in this third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't broke the bank yet, but they're really trying to get a big lead and break that bank fully. Neighbors splits 2 defenders. He ate them up for lunch. Driving up in. Really good shot. And let's see if Kickapoo can get on a run here and try to multiply their points. As Ajayu go up, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Miller goes up, no good. Miller goes up, gets it to go around the perimeter of the interior. And we'll be right back after this short break. And we are back after that short break. And let's see if Nixa can prosper to a win here.
Totally agree. We got to. The main thing for the Kickapoo Chiefs here is they have to try and find some momentum. They have to find that big play to maybe spark some energy into them and get back into where they need to be.
Yeah, I think Kickapoo came out with that big lead and got really ahead of themselves. And that was just a false narrative, as Nixa is really good at coming back into games. And Jeremiah Neighbors has had a couple of really good buckets here so far, as he is leading the scoring for this JV game. Excuse me, second scoring for this JV game. 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Hale. Stolen by Ajayu. Overhead. Dribbles it a little too far out in front of him, and that'll be a Kickapoo ball.
Yeah, Gradio just got a little too ahead of himself there. Kickapoo looking to kill the 15 deficit lead they have right now.
Hale has it in the corner. He'll swing up to the wing. 3-point shot. Gets it to go on a pull.
And they will cut down the lead from the Eagles to 12 points now. Seems like the Chiefs are pulling the trap defense here.
And they'll get it to go like a spider. Stealing that ball really easily. Let's see if Kickapoo can exceed my expectations here. Get back in close range of this game and make it a good finish. It looked like he had a little bit of carriage on that ball. I don't know if they didn't see the carry or not, but he'll get away with it, so he'll go to the line for 2.
And as we get closer to this varsity matchup, I mean, this gym is packed. I mean, there is barely any seats left. This is a great atmosphere you want to play in if you're a basketball player. This is the dream atmosphere. And the Chiefs might be feeling a little bit of that tension here. Down 11 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, a lot of fans for a JV game here. As everybody's trying to get a seat at one of the best matchups in the state.
Little shout out to CMG Sports here tonight.
Jeremiah Neighbors for the Chiefs. That's his fifth personal foul. He has been disqualified.
And Jeremiah Neighbors will come out of the game with the foul. And I don't know if I disagree with some of those foul calls on him. Let's see if Nixa can ride this lead like a pony. I mean, just try and stay on top of it and not try and do too much. Grady Ope will go up and get the 2 to fall. A little bit of a real estate for that lead or some agriculture. Nick's just been on another level this game. They've played really good as a team, and lead shows as they're up by 13, excuse me. Rennie will go up, followed by Kranz with the putback. I mean, this gym will be packed for the varsity game. People will be screaming, yelling. I mean, just cheer on both these teams.
Atmosphere will definitely be popping.
Deep 3. Rennie with the board. Rennie's got that fresh haircut on him. He's playing like it.
Ball at the top of the key now. Looking to kind of kill some time.
Yeah, we'll see if Kickapoo could change this narrative about them. See if they can come back down 15 in this game.
It will be Eagles ball.
Another thing, is these two schools have some of the nicest facilities in the state. Really, really nice. Of course, this gym is beautiful with the logos everywhere. And another thing about that varsity game, I think it'll really be a race to the finish. I mean, it'll be a close game all the way.
It'll definitely be a neck-to-neck race all night. I imagine that game to be in a matter of 4 to 6 points.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unlikely that is not a close game. As we have seen both these teams show evolution as they've become one of the best schools in the state.
Definitely so. I think Kickapoo is currently ranked number 5th in the state for basketball right now.
Yeah, and I mean, this JV game teases a little bit of varsity games. We'll see a lot of back and forth as we did at the beginning. Stolen by Rennie, given to Ajayu. Ajayu up and gets it to go. He'll definitely be seeing a lot more college offers coming in as he is down for some reason. I want to say it's the ankle.
We will give you
has
an
a
injury update as soon as we can.
cramp, I believe.
We have a trainer on him right now. Shout out to those guys. They do awesome work.
Ball swung around to the corner for three, and that's a clean stroke. No good, though. Jim Thornton for three, no good.
Eli Neal for 2.
Deep three, no good. He needs an award for how close that shot was going in. Three-point shot is good.
People drained that for his 19th points of the game. As you can see, we have some very excited Kickapoo fans here.
Yeah, I mean, packed house for the Kickapoo fans. Student section filled up the entire section.
Seems like the theme tonight for Kickapoo was blackout.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if Kickapoo's JV team can break down this Nixa defense and try and get some buckets here.
We will be right back after this break.
And we are back as Nixa has a big lineup out there framed around Eli Deal. He definitely eats all his fruits, vegetables, and berries as a child. And let's see if Nixa can get something going here on offense to push this lead out and get things rolling like the wind.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm most excited about? CMG hot dog review, baby.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. They have some of the best reviews, the most honest opinions. It's almost identical to Dave Portney's pizza reviews.
Man, I can't get enough of it. One of the best in Missouri, maybe the best.
And I mean, both these schools are for the public. They both do a lot of charity events and just try and spread the money around that they have, as they both have really wealthy schools, but they do the best for their community. Let's see if Nixa can pour into this lead and try and make it a little bigger as Corbin gets the shot to fall on the layup. And it'll be Nixa ball. Jayu will pass it in. As Kickapoo looks to clear out the smoke from this big lead. Oaf driving, no good. And one thing I've noticed from the Kickapoo roster is they have a good future. They're really young all the way around.
Yeah, we have some players here who really do have a really bright future. Some of these guys even played in the TOC, Tournament of Champions, and that's one of the biggest high school tournaments in the nation. Some of the best teams in the nation,
yeah,
matter
they
of
have
fact.
some of the biggest advertising as well, so they're getting in front of a bunch of people.
Definitely a very big moment.
Let's see if the Chiefs can make up this deficit they put themselves into, as Grady Elf will give to Jayu.
Only down 10 now, but Eagles do have the ball and applying pressure.
Kranz looping around. Tip ball to Jayu, floating shot, gets it to go.
It is good, and Kickapoo Chiefs are now down 12 points to the Nixa Eagles.
And I mean, you can't judge Nix's approach to this game. I mean, they came out slow, but they really picked up fast. I wonder what Miller said to them in that timeout.
Great finish right there.
And Mockingbird just absorbs the contact and goes in and makes a shot. 3-point shot from Eli Deal. Ajayi goes up like he's going to dunk it. That would have got the crowd alive. And Mockingbird gets the shot to fall as Nixa will call a full timeout. And we'll be back after this short break. We are back after that short break as Nixa will have the ball. This has been a neck and neck game all the way. Really close finish so far, what we're expecting. And I don't know if I need to remind you guys, but we got one of the best games in the state happening after this. So make sure you stay tuned and watch that stream.
Definitely do. As we're closing down to a minute in this fourth quarter, we have some of the biggest media outlets out here tonight. We have Big Toe in the building, CMG Sports, like I mentioned earlier, one of the most anticipated games.
And in regards to the games, I mean, who are people that stick out to you as a game changer for both these teams?
I mean, I think for the Nixa Eagles, we definitely have Adam McKnight. I mean, absolute dominant player, football and basketball. One of the best players that Nixa has produced so far this entire year as an all-around athlete, and he has baseball season coming up as well. I mean, he's just an all-around great athlete and a great team player.
And Kickapoo's definitely shrink this lead as stolen pass. He'll go up. He'll go on a 2. Rebound by Oaf. Dribbling out.
Now the Kickapoo Chiefs will play some trap defense here, and the Eagles are just going to pass that ball and try to kill all the time they can.
Yeah, I feel like the only concern for Nixa at this point is if they get trapped and don't have any outlet passes will be the only thing. But then again, they have timeout, so.
Definitely so. I think this game has ended itself here as we only have 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
And Grady Oaf will go to the line after that penalty. And, I mean, there's no ceiling to some of these JV guys. They can be as good as they want to be. As much as the work they put in, got really good builds. Of course, Eli Deal, big body. Sam Kranz, lengthy. Mathan Jayu, one of the better athletes we've seen. And, I mean, they can go really anywhere where they want it.
Absolute hard workers on this JV squad. I mean, I work out with Grady Oaf all the time. He is a dog in the weight room. He will get after it, and he will prove to you on the court as well.
Yeah, I mean, Nixa has really found gold with this group. I mean, really good overall.
Can't ask for anything better. They have team chemistry. They play together. It's perfect. Number 3 checking in for the game for the Kickapoo Chiefs.
Back in for the Chiefs, number 3, Max Sinister.
Now let's see if Nixa can make this lead more northern and put up some more buckets. As there'll be a foul, and Kickapoo coach will give some feedback to the bench.
Foul's on number 24, Gavin Mockingbird for the Chiefs. That's his third.
Mockingbird has his third foul, but he's just going to probably hopefully brush that one off and move on.
Number 15, Grady Oath for free throw line for Nixa.
Grady Oath shoots his first free throw. Really good platform there, and banks that one in. How about the shot he wanted, but got the result. And gets the second one to fall on a little bubble shot. Malcolmer deep three, no good. Out of bounds, so ball be accustomed to Nixa. I thought Jayu passed that ball in.
I'd assume a foul is coming here pretty soon from the Kickapoo Chiefs. Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, really good game for both these teams. Pretty much over at this point. 14.2 seconds. 10-point
Definitely a
lead for
hard-fought
Nixa.
game.
Sam Krams will go to the line for two and try to distance this game out. Disc. I think Kickapoo's really just got a swarm here at the end around the defenders, and that'll be their best chance. And right in between the rim, right into the valley. And a long shot. Powerful shot right there. And that'll be the end of this JV matchup. And make sure to stay tuned for varsity matchup. We'll be right back after this short break.
Hello and welcome here to Kickapoo High School here in Springfield, Missouri. We've got a great game coming to you here tonight. It's the Nixa Eagles taking on the Kickapoo Chiefs. The Eagles enter this game 17-2, the Chiefs 15-5. I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Evan Brett. These are two high-tier Class 6 teams here in Southwest Missouri. They've met in the district championship the past couple of years, and here they have their yearly regular season matchup tonight. Both of these teams, great records. Nixa with the edge a little bit, but don't let that fool you about Kickapoo. I mean, they have played some very good teams this year, and I've put up fights, to say the least.
And just speaking of good teams, that Tournament of Champions, they were going against the top teams in the nation, and they were sticking with them. You know, something that could definitely help them down that line in these playoffs. These bigger games, they're definitely used to these type of stages with, you know, the fans and the crowds, like big-time games. And that's definitely going to give them the edge here. I mean, Nixa has the edge on the record, but Kickapoo has definitely gone against more formidable teams.
Yeah, and looking at the teams Nixa has gone against, they started off the season against some decent teams. They played Southmore out of Oklahoma, had a 4-star recruit. They were able to take them down, but just recently, Marquette, Lee Summit, they just haven't been able to take those teams down. But still, I mean, they're a very good team. They're putting up fights in those games, but, you know, it just comes down to, can Nixa finish the game? They'll be in the game all the way through. They get to those last couple minutes and they just lose the rhythm. They let up a couple scores and then they just look all discombobulated, and then they're just so far behind by the end of the game.
And a big piece of that is they just get tired. I mean, we saw in that Marquette game, everyone was puffing and puffing on their knees. And you're going to have to figure out ways to finish games because, like you said, they just get slow. When you limit Nixa, a team like Nixa, in transition, it just feels like their offense becomes stagnant. You know, they haven't been able to space the floor, which they're going to have to do against a team like Kickapoo. You know, they have so many, you know, athletic players. Speaking of athleticism, Will Wynn, we saw him in the dunk contest and Tournament of Champions. I mean, he's definitely going to be someone to watch out for. He's super. I like to use him in the pick and roll a lot. He can definitely space the floor. You know, it feels like everyone on this team can shoot, and that's definitely something we saw against Kickapoo when they played Principia. I mean, over 50% of those shots, I remember, were from three-point land. They're going to look to space that floor out so they can get those inside passes.
Yeah, and quite frankly, shooters is something Nixa struggles against and something they don't do very well. You know, from the three-point line, they do not shoot very well, and they kind of have a bad time guarding the three-pointer as well. So they're going to have to step it up tonight defensively and offensively to take down this Kickapoo team. But that's not to say how good they can be. I mean, against Waynesville, they were kind of scoring at will. They were running their offense how they wanted to. Now then again, that's not, you know, a team at the same caliber as Kickapoo, but, you know, they like to get it to that high post, and kind of whenever they get it there, their whole offense gets flowing. And against these, you know, these other teams, it just seems like they kind of shy away from that. I think they need to really focus on running their sets well and getting into their motions so they can really open up their offense to the best that they can.
And you're exactly right, but that comes with spacing the floor. I mean, if you look at how Nixa's been shooting the ball recently, if you're a Kickapoo, you can almost just sit in a zone and let that fly, just kind of crowd that painted area. And if Nixa can't, adjust and start knocking down some three-point shots and make Kickapoo come out of, crowding that paint or a zone, it's definitely going to give them some trouble, because we've seen, like Marquette, they had that size and able to match up well, and if you can crowd that painted area, get multiple people on McKnight or McCoy, it definitely makes it so much harder for them to score. And then, a big strength that Kickapoo's going to have is their ball handler. I mean, Reese Kimmery, we've seen him. These past 4 years just be super electric. He's so good with the ball in his hands. Definitely their main scorer, and it's going to be hard to force him to make a mistake. You're going to have to take the ball out of his hands and make someone else beat you.
Yeah, but one thing Kickapoo does lack is size. Their main forward being only 6'3", Brock Thompson. Nixa has two guys that are taller than him down low that are very athletic and match up against him. I mean, it kind of just feels like if Nixa were able to get the ball to those two guys down low, they'll be able to just use their size to overpower Kickapoo. And I think that's definitely what you have to look for if you're Brock Blanson and this Nixa Eagles team. Try to use what you have over the Eagles to beat them. Don't try to, bring out something new like shooting a bunch of threes that, hasn't worked. You are bigger than this team. Take advantage of that.
And we saw that those struggle to get the ball inside. Kickapoo, they almost are polar opposites. I mean, Nixa is so good in the inside game, struggles from outside, and Kickapoo during that Tournament of Champions at least could not get that ball inside, and we're just throwing up shots from three. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see the matchups down low and how each team plays each other.
We have a packed-out crowd here at Kickapoo High School in Springfield, Missouri. I know you can only see one half, but trust me, over here on the other half, full student sections, packed out bleachers. This is going to be a great game. maybe the best one in the Southwest Missouri area. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Tip off in just a moment.
Kickapoo High School and the Missouri State High School Activities Association promote good sportsmanship by its student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Fans are encouraged to support all student athletes and refrain from making demeaning comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, coaches, spectators, or team representatives. State guidelines prohibit spectators from entering the court during or after the contest. Thank you for your cooperation and your support of interscholastic athletics. At this time, we would ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem performed by the Kickapoo Golden Arrow Pep Band. And now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Nixa Eagles. Number 2, senior Randy Flint. Number 4, sophomore Raymond Smith. Number 12, senior Colt McCoy. Number 13, senior Ty Kellis.
I mean, you can just feel the emotion, the hype in this building around us. I mean, packed out crowd here. I mean, that was the loudest it's been during starting lineups all year. One of the most anticipated games in Southwest Missouri all year starts with a Nixa win on the tip. Flint will set the offense, and we are getting going here at Kickapoo High School. And here they get into the high post early, but McCoy will throw it away. Rubidoux in transition will pull it out.
And I definitely was, you know, the two big men down low for Kickapoo, Wynn and Thompson. It was going to be interesting, the matchups on McKnight and McCoy, and they're going to come out with the athletic forward. Wynn guarding McKnight early, going to use that athleticism and that length to hopefully overpower him.
Kickapoo Chiefs get going first there. Flint swings it over for Smith. Smith, one more to Kellis. Kellis pulls the trigger, won't go. McKnight fighting for the rebound. Controls it, goes up, and settles for the layup to tie up the game here at 2.
That's something they're going to have to do. You know, with the three-point shooting drought they've had, they're going to need to get Kellis going. Keep shooting that shot if you're Kellis. We've seen him kind of hesitate these past few games, but if you can really get him going from 3, space out this defense more, you know, it's going to allow you to get that inside look that you love.
Kimry slicing through the defense, leaves the layup short. McKnight will get the rebound, bring it up for the Eagles. Kellis swings over for Smith. Now McKnight fades away, looks for the foul, leaves the shot a little bit too short there on the rim, and it'll go into the hands of Neighbors. Thompson now gives it to Braden Rubidoux. Rubidoux steps back.
And you got a mismatch down low. If you're Kickapoo, you got to exploit that. I mean, Smith on Thompson, just a big-time mismatch.
Here Rubidoux drives baseline, falls over, keeps his dribble, loose ball in the hands of Neighbors. Neighbors pulls up for 2. No good, and Flint uses his athleticism to pull down that rebound.
And Nixa is going to have to push it in transition.
Kellis three-pointer is good, finds the bottom of the net. Good pass from Flint.
And right there, that's exactly what you need, getting him going. We've seen Kellis arguably their best three-point shooter. He definitely takes the majority of those shots, and you're going to want to get him going. Someone like Flint. I mean, when Flint is scoring 15 or more points in a game, it seems like they always win it. But he's going to need to get some shots up.
And that's a good closeout. You know, that's something they need to do. Get out on those three-point shooters. Just even forcing that little hesitation or the pump fake can go a long way, you know, just closing out hard, and they do it there.
And you're right, just the slightest adjustment can completely throw something off. And it's what Nixa's struggled with this season is guarding people from that three-point line. And if they can, you know, fix that up this game, it's gonna be very helpful with how Kickapoo likes to play.
McCoy gets the block on Kimry. Neighbors now with the ball. Kimry guarded by Smith. Smith is a good defender, gets his hands in there. Straight up on Kimry, forces a pass over to Thompson, puts up a shot, and it'll go.
And Smith, impressive, you know, defense right there, but Kimry, I mean, the vision to be able to find Thompson.
Kellis gets his three-pointer to swirl around and down. Kellis now with the second three-pointer.
And that's exactly what they need, him heating up. Already 6 points. You know, if he can just keep getting it going, it's going to be impossible for Kickapoo to be able to stop them.
And here, I mean, Thompson just can't do anything down low. Kellis has blocked him. McCoy has blocked him. He's only scored whenever he was literally wide open. I just think they need to keep up the pressure here on Thompson because he's not scoring unless he's wide open.
And you just have to stay on him. I mean, he just kind of floats around. Sometimes you'll forget about him. You know, you see a lot of times people just kind of sit that dunker spot. When you have that presence like, you know, Neighbors like Kimry, I mean, even Wynn, you know, you can just kind of forget about it and get a little lax, and he'll just be sitting there wide open on that backside.
Thompson goes 2 for 2 from the line. Smith to Kellis. Kellis controls the ball. Kimry reaches in, no call. Smith coming off the screen, jump stops. Wanted the kick to Flint, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Elijah Neighbors.
And both teams come out aggressive. I mean, clearly they're going to let them play a little bit. I mean, we saw Kimry reaching in, Neighbors. They're just going to let them, you know, get into the defenders, and that's almost honestly better than the calling everything. Just let the boys play.
McKnight spins, goes inside, and fouled on the ground. Or no, they'll say he was shooting, so he'll go to the free throw line. Shoot 2. Cameron Miller, early substitution here.
And we've seen him, he's completely taken over that 6-man role. And ever since, about 4 games ago, he's just really been that main guy. He's seen him get a lot less minutes on JV so that he can come and play varsity. And he just brings that size. I mean, Nixa outside of McCoy and McKnight before he started getting those rotation minutes, really there was no one else with that size. And Miller offers a great sub off the bench for someone like Smith, like McCoy.
Yeah, here lots of size on the floor for Nixa. Everyone on the floor is 6'2" plus right now. Now McKnight has struggled with free throws all year. There goes 1 for 2. That's something they're going to try to get in his head, knowing, quarterback for Nixa, their best player, and basketball, basically all around. Very good athlete for Nixa. They're going to try to get into his head here. And we know he's a competitor, and he's not going to let that fool him, but. Just that kind of having a strong mind is going to be important for him.
And, something that we're going to have to see is McKnight, he loves to get to that line. Will he be able to knock it down? I mean, he's already started off 1 for 2. If he can get going from the line, start hitting that consistently, it'll be big time because he loves to draw those fouls.
McKnight goes inside, kicks to the corner. Kellis once again near corner this time. He can't miss. That's 3 in a row for the senior.
And he's big time. I mean, coming up in the biggest game of the year so far, and they're going to need to keep doing that. Kickapoo going to have to figure out a way. Nixa running him off ball screens, trying to get him open.
There's good defense. I mean, amazing rotation from Kellis there to spin and get right back to his man driving baseline. But back to those three-pointers, he doesn't shoot those against Marquette. Against Marquette, he wasn't letting those go. And now he's hitting them all.
And he needs to just have that confidence, and he's going to let another one go.
Another one, heat check. No good. Foul. Loose ball. It's going to be on Brock Thompson, number 34.
And that's what, Miller provides, having that size mismatch down low with, so many people just 6'4", 6'5", down low. It's going to be hard for Kickapoo to match up with their size disadvantage.
And here's something Kickapoo does a lot. I mean, it's because their bench is so strong. Here comes Vincent Meyer, Riley Tan, and Jaden Siddharth. 3 very good players off the bench. Too tall of a pass for McKnight. Kimry in the open court is able to finish the layup over Cameron Miller.
And right there, you can't risk that. You can't just throw a lollipop pass just in the air and just for anyone to grab you. You're going to have to figure out a way to get in those inbound plays.
Flint using the screen, keeps his dribble, gets the switch on to Siddharth. Inside McCoy going into Kimry, keeps the ball in his grasp. McKnight rebound and fouled on the ground. I mean,
right there, looked like McKnight kind of hooked his arm a little bit. I mean, a smart play. We've seen, a lot of people in the NBA level just kind of being able to draw fouls, being able to hook arms, just knowing your body position.
Here McKnight gets the inbounds, working on Tan. He's got a mismatch, goes up, looking for the foul. McCoy cleans up the glass, though, and gets the putback.
And that's where that size disadvantage is going to hurt them. I mean, we see right there, McCoy, almost no one can even contest him right there. You see McKnight, couldn't finish with the contact, and McCoy able to clean it up. That's what they're going to have to keep doing.
Because it feels like they're going to double McKnight every time. So if McCoy can just be patient, wait for his moment, he's going to have it.
Just sit that dunker spot. Just wait for them to make a mistake and leave you wide open because McCoy will make you pay.
Here's McCoy at the top of the key, looking inside for McKnight. Blocked by Wynn. Miller, offensive rebound, fading, just rims out. Kimry gets the rebound. Pass up the court to Meyer is tipped, but still in his hands. Tan dumps it off for Wynn. Stolen away by McCoy. McCoy to McKnight. McKnight able to slow down and get a finish. That's a tough play to make.
That was impressive body control right there. I thought he was just going to go flying into Kimry, but being able to slow himself down and even when he did slow himself down, not pushing into him too much to where Kimry could just draw a foul.
And I think that's something a couple of years ago. McKnight just goes right into Kimry and gets the foul called here. Meyer misses the deep three. But, now, he's matured. He's older. He doesn't get that charge there, and instead it's points for Nixa.
And that's definitely shown, the experience that he has, not making that mistake to just go lower your shoulder into somebody just to prove a point. He's able to control himself.
Here's McCoy. That's a tough pass. Stolen away by the Chiefs. Tan with the left hand on the other side. That's just a tough angle of a pass to make for McCoy.
And credit to Kimry, even with the size disadvantage, being able to just stick his chest out and take that, that shoulder into his sternum.
McCoy, long two. Hits the, is that a wire? Looks like that wire's too low, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you barely miss a shot, and it happens to have a long bounce.
Just definitely a little unlucky right there for McCoy. And we'll see McKnight come out. Logan Preston coming in, offering that three-point shooting ability. You know, just definitely a faster lineup in for the Eagles. But that's what Miller, you know, provides, being able to still sub out your biggest player and still having a size advantage with, you know, Miller at 6'4".
Yeah, and here McKnight does get a break. Sorry, I didn't hear you say that. Here's Siddharth going into Miller. Tough layup, won't go. Press and rebound. Eagles are going to slow it down here with 45 seconds left in the first. Or no, Flint inside with the left hand. Now, I assume they were going to, you know, hold it for the last shot like they usually do there, but Flint took matters into his own hands.
Just a completely wide open lane, and you cannot give Flint that.
Good help from Kellis, forces an awkward shot, and now Flint might slow it down. There he does.
And now they might take that last shot that you were talking about. Yeah, Flint slowing it down. You know, you're going to want to keep it in his hands, or Kellis, who's been on fire, 9 points already. I mean, even someone like Preston, I mean, he has an incredible three-point shooting ability.
Flint gets fouled from behind. They're wanting to travel here, but I don't think he travels unless he gets bumped from behind.
Definitely got pushed from the back.
McKnight will come into the game for Miller. 9.3 left on the clock. Eagles lead 18-14. In comes Will Wynn as well.
And they're going to sub Wynn right back in. That's definitely, I feel like, what they're going to do. Whenever McKnight's out, Wynn's out. If McKnight doesn't come out, Wynn's not going to get a break, so you're going to want to tire him out.
Offensive foul called on Colt McCoy.
That's just a costly mistake. I mean, you come away, you know, get a bucket right there. You're up 6 with the momentum going into that second period, but now you're going to give Kickapoo a chance.
Under 5 now, Siddharth to Thompson. Thompson coming off the screen, spins, fades, knocks it down from the free throw line at the buzzer. 2-point lead now for the Eagles going into the second.
And, you know, that's costly. It felt like you were kind of getting that momentum. You got that, you know, that foul's kind of sucked the energy out of the Chiefs. And then right there just coming up, getting that fadeaway and, you know, bringing that momentum in the second period.
16-18, the Eagles lead the Chiefs by 2 thanks to a last-second buzzer beater from Brock Thompson there. The Chiefs cut the lead. We'll be back. Welcome back here to Kickapoo High School in Springfield, Missouri. 2-point lead for the Nixa Eagles over the Kickapoo Chiefs so far. If you're just now joining us, I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Evan Brett. Brock Thompson's buzzer beater cut it to a 2-point lead. And now the Eagles will start the second quarter with the ball.
And this game is definitely not disappointed. 2-point. I mean, it felt like Nixa was starting to get some momentum, maybe go on a run in the second period, but you know, Thompson with the big-time fadeaway being able to just halt that, and it's just been a back-and-forth battle all game.
McKnight now on Thompson. Kicks to the corner. Smith pulls the trigger and knocks the 3 down. That's a big shot there for the sophomore.
And finally, Nixa being able to get those 3-pointers to go. I mean, they're going to need to keep it up because it's definitely something that they're going to let them shoot. They've been struggling all year, like we were talking about, how Nixa just can't really get anything going from 3, but so far this game, they completely changed that narrative.
Thompson kicks out for Neighbors. McKnight coming in for the help. Kellis over now on Meyer. Meyer swings it to Kimry. One more. Neighbors 3-pointer is good. That's just great passing there from the Chiefs.
And they just had Like, they had Smith, they had McKnight, just everyone kind of running all around trying to find their matchup. And that, like you said, is beautiful passing, be able to work this Eagles defense around.
Kellis gets the ball stolen away by Kimry. Kimry, open layup, missed. Wynn tried to get the putback, and he can't hit it as well. Here's McCoy going up in transition, too strong. Loose ball is recovered by Neighbors on the sideline. Meyer bringing it down, kicks to the corner. Kimry spins. Now Neighbors. Kickapoo likes to, take their time on offense. Step back. Kimry is good.
And they are just running Kimry off of screens. I mean, just getting him even a little bit of space is going to be deadly. And Smith is going to have to figure out a way to get over that screen. I mean, Thompson definitely giving Smith some trouble.
Chiefs lead by 1 now, but McKnight answers quickly to get the lead back there. And I think Nixa, that's where they've got to live. They've got to live down low. Kellis on fire right now, but other than that, they just don't really have an answer down low. Right as I say that, the Chiefs on the other side gets Kellis in the air, and that's an open layup for a win. And
that pick and roll really giving Nixa some trouble. Especially with the shooting from Kimry. We saw that big time 3-point shot. And, you're saying why not just go over the screen? Well, when you do that, it's just going to open up for Brock Thompson to be able to roll because, McKnight's going to have to step up. He's going to have to hedge over and overcommit, and that can just completely make things way too easy for Kickapoo.
McCoy unlucky bounce, though. Flint offensive rebound. McKnight fouled going up. And he'll get 2 more free throws.
And, they've kind of let them play a lot, but that was definitely a foul. They're playing very physical down low, and you have to with someone like McKnight. He loves to draw contact. He jumps into his defender, and he's going to get that call every time.
McKnight first free throw, no good. And Cameron Miller comes back into the game for the Eagles. Free throws are going to be so important in this game.
And it really comes down, can he knock it down? A lot of times you either see him, go perfect almost in that first half and then kind of go cold, or he just won't be able to hit one all game. If it's like that, that's going to be huge for Kickapoo because he just can't get one to fall right now.
Yeah, second free throw misses as well. He's 1 for 4 from the line now. And as someone that gets a lot of points from the free throw line, McKnight's going to have to be efficient from there. Both these teams like playing off runs. Basketball is a game of runs. Both these teams do it so well. Right now they're just back and forth, but I really think it's going to be who can go on a run first. Smith there with the steal, and Flint will control it. Miller looking inside for McKnight, will give it to him. McKnight spins, fakes the pass to the corner, keeps the ball down low. I think there might just have to pass it off.
Exactly. He had Miller wide open. And, he looked his way, but McKnight just needs to get that next pass.
Neighbors with the lay there. He's got 7 on the game now. Timeout called by Coach Brock Blanset of the Nixa Eagles. 3-point lead for the Chiefs. We'll step aside. Returning from the Nixa Eagles timeout here at Kickapoo High School, the Chiefs hold a 3-point lead over the Eagles, and that timeout there maybe sparks some momentum here for the Chiefs.
And Nixa are going to have to figure out a way to play through the contact. They're letting him play clearly down low. McKnight, definitely used to getting the calls, but so far they're just not going to give it to him.
Like there, looking for the foul, gets it to fall, but I think he can definitely put up a better shot than that. They're just kind of looking for the foul.
and he's not going to get it. He's going to have to, adjust. A lot of times we'll see him jump into his defender, they'll give it to him, but if the officials keep calling it like they are, you're going to have to.
I mean, they're going to foul you. Shoot a normal shot, get fouled, and maybe you make it. You know what I mean?
Nixa coming out in a 2-3. I mean, a 2-3-3-2. They're kind of trapping those corners a little bit.
Inbound from the near sideline. Probably couldn't see him over there because of all the student section standing up. Tan picks up his dribble here at half court.
And they're starting to slow it down. We've seen a game plan like this against Nixa a lot, who likes to play with that speed. If you can just slow it down on them and suck the momentum out of it.
Kimry and one on Adam McKnight. Foul on McKnight. Kimry will head to the free throw line for a three-point play. So far, they've done a good job containing Kimry in the half court. A lot of his points coming in transition, but you don't want to let him get heated up.
Exactly. I mean, he's just so deadly with the ball in his hands. We've seen him knock down a three ball. They're running him off a lot of screens, just trying to get him the ball anywhere they can.
Kimry gets that free throw to fall. 4-point game now, led by the Chiefs. Flint trying to work off a Miller screen, kicks to the corner. Kellis, with Kimry all over him, kicks back out.
And they're going to need a spark. I mean, I'd start the game, it was Kellis being able to knock down that three ball. They're just going to need someone to start getting going and lead the charge for Nixa.
It feels like the offense is so. Kimry three-pointer. Sorry, I just feels like the offense right now is so reliant on getting that screen up top, and it's not happening because they know what's coming, and then they don't know what to do. They need to get something other than that screen. There it goes.
And just something to get a better shot because Kickapoo all over him.
Kimry in transition gets the layup. Full timeout called by the Nixa Eagles. 9-point lead for the Kickapoo Chiefs.
And you can't let a team like Kickapoo get the momentum, especially in their house with the fans just roaring. You have to figure out a way to get something going because what's going on right now is just not working.
What? 9-point lead for the Chiefs. We'll step aside. Nearing the end of the first half here. 2:37 left in the second. It's been a high scoring here. The Chiefs lead by 9, 34-25.
And we talked about not letting Kimry get going, and that's what allowed them to start pulling away. I mean, Kimry on fire. Seems like he can't be stopped, and Nixa can't get anything going. I mean, we've just seen so many times I get to that corner, it's stolen, they'll throw a turnover, they'll just make a mistake. And like you said, they're not getting that ball screen. Kickapoo's just expecting it, and they've adjusted beautifully.
And it just seems like they don't know what to do without that set. They need to get something else to go get. They need to score a bucket, get an easy one off a quick set, and set the momentum. Get a run going just like that. McKnight and one. That can get the party started for the Eagles.
And you need to start building some momentum. You need to get the student section into it. You need to get everyone into it because we've seen Kickapoo. I mean, their bench and their student section really, fueling them. We'll see Kimry make a big-time play, look to his student section, start getting hyped up. And if you can start building some momentum, slowly start clawing back in this game. And you're going to have to hit those free throws. I believe he's only hit 1 for 6, 1 for 7 on the night, and you're going to have to figure out a way to capitalize.
Neighbors with the ball.
And just speaking of that free throws, if you hit even half of those, you're only down by 4. Right now it's a 7-point game, and with how Kickapoo's been able to score, they're going to have to figure out a way to get something going.
Sadar three-pointer on the way and good. And, they're just abusing the 2-3 zone. I don't think you can sit in a zone against a team that shoots this well.
Exactly. I mean, you have to have people out there on shooters. Even, a 2-3 is more for inside game. Normally, if you could, even a 3-2 would have worked better right there. You have to get out on these shooters because what we talked about, that's what Nixa struggled with.
Neighbors gets the steal. Now Kimry kicks the tan. Flint, quick hands, is able to stop the transition, but still Chiefs basketball.
Definitely some frustration for the Eagles. They can't do anything. I mean, Kickapoo is just giving them the biz right now. They can't seem to work this ball around. They can't get the ball inside. They can't knock down a 3, and it's just made their offense
And it's
lifeless.
because every steal is coming off that screen. They're trying to get to it so hard. They're jumping it every time. They need to do something else. It's just not. It's not going to work.
And it's what's worked all season, but when it's clearly they're going to have to figure out a way to adjust, and they haven't yet. And that's what's allowing Kickapoo to go on a big time run.
Neighbors pulls it out. Now Kimry, nearing a minute left in the first half. Neighbors tries a 3 off the front iron, and McCoy gets the rebound.
And just got to get something else. That screen, you can't do it. I mean, obviously, every single time we tried, that it seems like they just jump it, or they have so many fast, taller players on the floor they can match up.
McCoy spins, was looking for a McKnight on the pass, but just throws it out of bounds.
And you can't make that trying to make that highlight play just the behind your head pass with a game like this when they are clearly all over you and there's constant empty possessions. They can't seem to get a bucket to go. And they've almost went scoreless these final 3 minutes, and that's what's completely killed them. I mean, Kickapoo going to go up big. I mean, they're going to hold it for last shot. They're at least going to be up 10.
The Chiefs are going to hold it here for the last shot. They lead by 10 here in the end of the second quarter. Meyer near half court to Neighbors, now under 10. Meyer gets it back, guarded by Flint. Flint pokes it away though. Meyer kicks back door. Siddharth. Siddharth can't finish the layup. And that will do it here for the first half at Kickapoo High School here in Springfield, Missouri. 37-27, the Chiefs lead over the Eagles.
And Kickapoo definitely going in with the momentum. Nixa, final at least 3 minutes, haven't been able to get anything to go. Down 10, especially in a game like this, you can't let Kickapoo have that momentum. As the crowd's really getting into it. Student section's kind of gone quiet. You're going to have to figure out a way to pump things up and get some momentum.
Yeah, and I think just the offense and defense, something has to change. They're knocking down three-pointers. You can't be in the 2-3 zone because that's just going to let them shoot the ball. You have to get out on them. I think they have to go to man.
Exactly. They have to go back to man. It was definitely working. And they can match their 3 balls. We saw Kellis Smith hit one, and they kind of shot away from it.
What was wrong with man? Nothing was going wrong. I don't know why they went away from it. They kind of just...
They just went for that screen play, and every single time they tried it, they just keep stealing the ball. You have to go back to being able to swing that ball around and get a 3-point shot up, because otherwise they're just going to keep taking it from you and keep making you pay.
Yeah, and on defense, I don't know why they went away from man. I mean, nothing was wrong with it.
Just making unnecessary adjustments when there was no adjustment need to be made.
But, if you're Kickapoo, though, just, keep doing what you're doing. You're knocking down threes. You're playing good defense. Nixa's going to try to change something. You got to be ready for it in the second half.
And we've heard from so many coaches, Kickapoo's so hard to game plan around because they have so many different sets that they run, so many different defensive sets they run. It's almost impossible to game plan around it. And so far, they've come out and completely shut down Nixa. That screenplay that they love to run, they haven't been able to get it to go.
And that's so much credit to Coach Mitch McHenry. He's such a great guest. But that will do it here for the first half. Second half coming up in around 8 minutes. So stay tuned. Chiefs lead the Eagles by 10. Hello and welcome back here to Kickapoo High School in Springfield, Missouri. I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Evan Brett. The highly anticipated matchup here between the Chiefs and the Eagles of Nixa. Just about to get going here in the second half for Nixa and the Chiefs. They both made 4 threes. You know, they're both shooting 56% and 50%. The ball over so much, and you know the Eagles aren't feeding off their own momentum, and like you said, unnecessary adjustments.
And you know, it felt like their man-to-man defense came out and was working. I mean, they were in a 2-point game. They were battling. You know, like they said, you know, 4 for 6 from 3. They were shooting lights out almost. But it's just an unnecessary adjustment on defense. Switched to a 3-2 and a 2-3. It felt like man was working, and you know. Maybe the thought is, what if my players get tired? But there, we've seen that Marquette. Maybe just sub a couple more people in. You have a deep bench. We've seen Liddell, Ajayi come into those big moments, you know, make plays. We've even seen Preston. But if you're worried about your players getting tired, you have to start subbing people in, giving them a break. 2-3 minutes on that bench is not going to kill your momentum. And then going back to those 3-point shots, I mean, they were 4 for 6 in those first 3 minutes and then just shied away from it. Like you said, just trying to do that ball screen, which they really didn't need to do. They had to switch up the set. Because all it was doing was, you know, Kickapoo was jumping and getting an easy steal every time and getting a fast break, and Nixa couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and you know, you look at the stats, it's more just Kickapoo's made and shot more shots. You know, their ratio shots to made is kind of the same, just Kickapoo with higher in both of them. So Nixa got to get more shots up. McKnight, good block to start the half. Smith moving in transition. That's another thing. They need to move in transition more. They've been missing it. Floater from Smith is way short. Out on the Eagles there on the sideline.
But like you said, with the transition points, I mean, against Marquette, their highest run was 5-0, and right now the Eagles can't get anything to go. I mean, they just kind of get down there. They'll throw the ball away like that. Right there, Smith just, you know, mistimed his shot.
Flint in the passing lane, though, gets a steal, moving down the court. Easy layup for him.
And that was just telegraphed easily. Flint read Neighbors' mind and was able to
use his corner skills there.
And he's going to have to keep doing that. They haven't been able to force, you know, they forced turnovers, but they haven't capitalized. You're going to have to be able to get in transition. And it just feels like Thompson just gets wide open every time. They feed it to that high post, and every single time Thompson scores, it feels like he's wide open. I mean, he's just sitting in that dunker spot, and then you'll see McKnight and McCoy come up and just leave him wide open, and it's so easy. He's just going to either get to the free throw line or get an easy wide open layup. And they're going to have to figure out a way to adjust to just not leave somebody wide open.
Thompson with 6 points, misses the first free throw.
And free throw shooting's been a problem.
You look at free throws. Nixa's 1 for 5. Kickapoo's 3 for 4 now from that Thompson miss.
But you know, Nixa, you knock down all those free throws. You know, it's 33-37, 4-point game instead of, you know, the bigger deficit 8 right now.
Second free throw from Thompson misses as well. McCoy, good rebound. You know, you look at the scoreboard, Flint has 4 points. He had 2 in the first half. You know, I think that's another thing Nixa needs to get going. Flint scoring. You said it a little bit earlier. Whenever he's scoring 15-plus, the Eagles win. And he just hasn't done that so far.
And it just comes down to having the confidence in his shot right there. You know, Flint just goes into it, maybe gets a foul. You know, he had a good angle, could have taken that late, but he goes for the pass. He's right there. Just have that confidence in your own shot and go up.
There, he gets fouled on the ground. Foul is charged to Elijah Neighbors, his second foul of.
And neither team really in foul trouble. I mean, they've done a good job of keeping, you know, hands off for the most part, but the refs definitely, you know, calling, you know, letting more of a let them play type of feel. It feels like both teams have been all over each other all game.
McKnight gets the pass in here on the far corner, driving baseline, spins, fading. Too short on the jumper there.
And Kickapoo going to push it in transition, and it's, you know, Nixa sitting back into this 2-3 zone. I mean, with a team like Nixa who likes to knock down those three-pointers, it just feels like they're just going to expose them.
Rubidoux, Flint bringing the pressure now. Smith on Kimry. Help from Kellis, though he gets past. Lob up to Neighbors, and you know, that's what a zone brings. You got everything on one side. You just rotate someone in that dunker spot, and he's wide open.
Exactly, and it feels like that baseline's been wide open all night. You're going to have to go back to man. I mean, it's not like you have, you know, some insane matchup disadvantage. You have similar sized players on the floor. Just go back to man, and do what was working. Just sitting in this 2-3 zone, you're just kind of a sitting duck.
Flint throws it away right into the hands of Kimry Thompson. Going up on McCoy, and he's pinned off the backboard. McKnight gets the rebound, Kicks it over for Kellis. Kellis, fadeaway jumper is good.
And ever since those 3 threes, he was on fire. They've shied away from him. I mean, he's in double digits. He was definitely been hot. And they just need to go back to Kellis. He was definitely leading the charge in that first quarter.
Yeah, he has 11 points. He got 9 of those in the first couple minutes, and then just hasn't shot them since then.
And it comes from them trying to get to that pick and roll, which hasn't really worked. And, that they just have to figure out a way to adjust because it feels like they've come out in the same thing that was killing them in that end of that second, just this 2-3 zone, and then trying to get this screen again.
Kellis pulls the trigger on the 3 and is able to hit it. And it's as simple as that. Feed who is hitting shots,
and get
he's
Kellis
been
the
hitting
ball.
them.
He's been hot all game. He's been the leading scorer, and he shot, half the shots that McKnight has shot. Just keep going to Kellis. If you can get Kellis going, they can't keep double-teaming McKnight in the paint, and that will get him going. You're going to have to give it to the people making shots, and that is Kellis right now.
And that also comes with McKnight be willing to pass the ball out. He's got to do that.
We'll see many times when they bring that double team, you have to realize that there's going to be someone wide open. There's many times there's someone in the corner. Just you have to have trust in your teammates to be able to make those big-time shots.
They are missing Sights a whole lot this game. Sights, can be a three-point shooter for them, a ball handler. They've gotten ripped so many times.
And he would be someone huge for this. Allowing that spacing that Ty has brought, I would just take it to a whole nother level. Ever since he's gone out, I believe they're averaging around 85 points a game. When he went out, that number definitely dropped because they couldn't space the floor as well. He was just such a presence. That ball handling, like you said, that would definitely help with the turnovers that they've had and his ability to just make himself open. He gets open so well. He's such a high IQ, and there's definitely someone they've been missing this game.
Tan finds Thompson under the basket and gets a wide open layup. And that exact same thing happened earlier this season where they just weren't able to get the stops on whenever they pressed. They just left someone wide open in the back.
And it feels like Brock Thompson's always open. He's just always wide open sitting in that dunker spot, and Nixa has failed to figure out how to rotate someone over and just stop that because you can't just leave someone like him wide open.
McCoy gets fouled there, so he'll head to the free throw line. It was a good pass from Smith inside. The Eagles are just playing catch-up right now. They got to find a way to generate turnovers and get stops.
And you have to get momentum. It's not like Kickapoo's just completely dominating them in the scoring category. It's just a matter of the shots that they're taking, who's taking the shots. You got to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Like Kellis, he's been on fire. 14, I believe he only shot the ball around six or seven times. He's only missed once. He has been on a heater, and they need to get him the ball.
Here, McKnight at the back of the press. Got him staying with Thompson right now.
And they go into a man-ish press, but
they break it easy. Tan inside. McKnight steps in to take the charge, and they will give it to him. Good play from McKnight, and you talk about a momentum shifter. There it is right there.
And they need that. They're going to need to get this bench into it. We've seen so many times for Kickapoo's players where they'll just jump up and start hyping up their teammates. Nixa has to get into it. You have to get some momentum going. You have to get the crowd into it. You have to figure out a way to go on a big-time run, which they love to do. And they just keep running this pick-and-roll play, and it feels like Kickapoo's just all over it.
Here, Flint gets around the baseline. High pass for Kellis. Kellis brings it back out, looking for McKnight now. McKnight gets his one-on-one with Thompson. Spins, puts up a shot, and gets it to fall. And there, that shot just felt a lot more controlled. He had better touch, and there, it'll fall for him.
I was just about to say the same thing. He definitely, it looked like he adjusted a little bit, trying to foul bait a little bit in the first half. Makes it definitely harder to shoot. Right there, he just went straight up.
And one, Reese Kimry. And he is getting going here. If he makes this free throw, he'll have 19 points.
And if you're Nixa, you have to figure out a way to slow him down. I mean, that's the one person you don't want to get going. We said earlier, he's their main guy. He's the person that gets it done. And if you're going to have to make someone else beat you, and so far they haven't done that. I mean, Thompson has 8. It feels like he's almost wide open every single time he does score. And Camry's just been all over him.
Flint gives it for McKnight. McKnight guarded by Neighbors. Working inside, fades, shoots, and hits. It's a tough shot for Adam McKnight.
I mean, that's definitely been a shot all season if he can get that going. With how Kickapoo's been playing him, very physical. If he can get that fadeaway going, maybe create just a little bit of space.
Timeout called by Coach Mitch McHenry there on the near sideline to save the possession for his team and not allow Nixa there to get an easy score.
And, you know, that was definitely a great timeout. If you let Nixa get some momentum, you know, that charge and that big-time bucket, if they can just keep going on, start building that momentum, get on a run, get back in this game. I mean, it's only an 8-point game, and it doesn't feel like – it's not that Kickapoo is just absolutely decimating Nixa on that offensive end. They're doing – Nixa's hanging with them. They just have to figure out a way to get over that hump, that 8 to 10-point hump. If they can just start slowly building better possessions, not running the same similar sets on offense and defensively. I mean, that pick and roll really doesn't work tonight. We'll see a lot of times where it's supposed to be a pick and roll, but McKnight won't be able to roll because there's just 2 people waiting for him right there. And they're going to have to figure out a way to get Kellis the ball.
And I think there you just kind of read the defense because if there's 2 guys waiting for McKnight, someone's open.
Exactly. You're going to have to figure out a way to swing the ball.
And the Eagles here bring it within 8 now. Meyer using the screen, drives left side, kicks for Siddharth. Now Rubidoux. Rubidoux takes a dribble, fires, and it hits the wire there. I still don't know, a rope, a wire, still, I mean.
That's too low.
It's way too low. It's caused both these teams points now.
And that would have been a big-time 3, making Flint pay for not stepping up on him, but Nixa gets a lucky one.
McKnight, one-step fade, and he is feeling himself. Now his tongue stuck out, smile all across his face. He's up to 17.
And that's who you want to get going. I mean, once he gets going, so does the whole team. And he's starting to get some confidence in his shot.
Yeah, I mean, they feed off of his energy. And, he kind of was lacking it there in the first half, but now he's going. That charge kind of lit a fire in him like we said it might. Kimry here, top of the key, no good. McKnight gets the rebound. McKnight pushing it down behind the back, going coast to coast, pulls up. Can't get to the fall, though. Kellis, offensive rebound, fighting for the ball down low, and a foul called on Reese Kimry.
And here comes Nixa battling back. It feeds off McKnight's energy. They're starting to play a lot more physical with a lot more energy, and we'll see their student section getting it, their bench getting it. You got to start feeding off this momentum. If you can get a big-time bucket, cut it to 4, maybe even 3 if you can get a 3-ball off. Someone like Kellis or Smith have been able to hit those tonight. And then Flint, I mean, he's been kind of a ghost so far. You need to get him going as well.
There they get the inbound, looking for McKnight. I think they're just running out of time there and kind of just want to throw it up, trying to get it in. Kimry Euro stepping and one on Colt McCoy.
I mean, there's not much more if you can do. I mean, Colt was straight up. It just felt like, kind of a. I mean, Colt was just straight up. There's nothing more he can do right there. Definitely a weaker call.
Kimry with 20 now on the game. Free throw no good, but they let Wynn get in there and get the offensive rebound.
I mean, this came too lax. No one boxed them out. You have to, Wynn's presence, you have to be able to adjust.
Neighbors off Wynn's screen. And, with how physical they've let them play this game, I just don't know how you're going to call the foul on the 5'9" guy guarding the 6'4".
And it feels like, down low for Nixa, they're just getting hacked and on Kickapoo.
It's not even that. It's just that he's so much smaller than him. Usually they let you fight back. I don't know. It's not much Smith can do there. I don't know what he's expected to do.
Finally, a giant into the game. He's definitely a great defender, something that they've been missing. That length is going to be so crucial in this game.
Here he is on Neighbors. Siddharth now. Kimry guarded by Flint. Here Smith is again, just getting tossed around down low. I mean, there's not much he can do.
And he has to be able to, you know, put his hands on him. They're so much bigger that it just feels like you can't call that foul on him. And both of them were battling. I mean,
yeah,
all night, both of them were getting handsy. I mean, it can go either way. You can't really.
Kimry working inside. Smith gets a hand on it, and good hustle here on the near sideline trying to save it. It's well out of his reach, but.
And we'll see Ajayi matched up with Wynn. Ajayi has a lot of length. Something going to be interesting to see how they use Wynn. He hasn't been at the game a lot, was in foul trouble a little bit.
Flint gets the hands in there for the steal. McKnight transition, slows it down for the easy layup. And the Chiefs now coming back the other way. Flint gets a hand in there, and they call a foul. And
I mean, there's nothing more Flint can do. I mean, it feels like he can't even touch him.
It's just, you know, Kimry did that exact same play earlier. It just feels like Kimry did that exact same thing earlier. Kimry now free throw, no good. You know, he's been missing these. Kimry's been missing these free throws. You know, fortunate for Nixa, but Kickapoo, I mean, both teams right now missing lots of free throws.
And it's in the name. It's free. You have to be able to hit them. A lot of these close games will come down to who can make those shots.
Makes the second one. Rubidoux will come into the game for Kimry. He'll sit for the rest of the third, I assume. Only 58 seconds left, and the Chiefs lead by 7. Flint bringing it down, snatches it back. Good body control there. Keep the ball in his hands. Looking for McKnight, but it's tipped away. Now Neighbors going up on Flint, and they get a foul called on him.
I mean, the past 3 possessions, it just feels like Nixa can't even touch him. And every time they go down, they just have their hand. They're doing the same thing Kickapoo's doing, and they're getting called for it.
Neighbors will hit the free throw. You know, and again, they just shied away from Kellis. Started the third quarter, he hit 2 straight shots. He hasn't shot the ball since.
And you just have to figure out a way to get him the ball. He's been hot. You have to trust your playmakers. I mean, we see Ajayi just wide open on the backside.
Eagles retain possession. Kellis inbounds to Flint. 30 seconds left in the third. Ajayi with the ball. Now Kellis.
Oh, my God.
Miller trying to dribble around here near half court. And, you know, as a bigger guy, not the best ball handler on the team, you just can't find yourself getting stuck there. I mean, his teammates need to help him, but, you know, it's kind of tough. You're just kind of backing up, waiting for something. You just got to get rid of the ball.
Exactly right.
Miller at the free throw line. 17.2 left on the clock. Can't hit the first one.
And they can't hit those all night. You need those shots to go in, especially with how hard it's been for them to score tonight.
Able to hit the second one. Cuts it to an 8-point lead. Chiefs will get the final shot here in the fourth.
And you got to get a stop. You can't let them go up and double digits heading into another break.
Flint, good defense there. Tries to get the steal. But it's going to be off his leg. 5 seconds left now. Rubidoux will inbound on the far sideline. Got to watch for Kimry if you're Nixa. Thompson will come off. Gets a wide open lane to the hoop and can't finish. Ajayi rebound. I mean, that's a big break for the Eagles. I mean, Thompson was wide open.
I mean, you can't get much more open than that. If you're Thompson, you have to be able to finish that. I mean, although it feels like you have all the momentum, Nixa can just come back in a blink of an eye.
Nixa able to cut it to only an 8-point lead here in the fourth, back in double digits. They're going to try to come back here and outlast the Kickapoo Chiefs as they try to hold on. 53-45, Chiefs lead by 8. Eight minutes left here, and one of the most highly anticipated games here in Southwest Missouri in high school basketball. The Kickapoo Chiefs and the Nixa Eagles. And the Eagles lead by 8. Eagles on a 2-game winning streak here against the Chiefs in their recent matchups. They beat them in the regular season last year, and then obviously Jace Combs hit that buzzer beater in the district championship last year to send the Eagles on their Final Four run. McKnight, good pull-up jumper there. Cuts it to a 5-6
And it feels like
point lead.
that's the first time the deficit's been below 7. They need to just keep
chipping away at it. Block on Mathan Ajayi, but I mean, way to put your body on the line there, try to get the call, and it slows down the Chiefs' offense as well.
And right there, I mean, it's not the worst foul to have. It definitely slowed them down. They were starting to push it in transition, and good foul from Ajayi.
Here's the Neighbors, picks up his dribble and gives it to Kimmery. Kimmery is guarded by Flint, gets the switch for McKnight. Thompson left down low. Working on McKnight, kicks to Rubidoux. Rubidoux working down the baseline. Now Wynn driving in on Ajayi. McKnight takes the charge again, his second of the game.
And that's big time. I mean, Thompson wide open on that backside. It would have been a big time bucket. And they're able to hopefully go down and get another bucket, keep building on that momentum. I mean, we've seen so many times McKnight putting his body on the line to take that charge, and it feels like it can completely switch the game. Such a momentum for the game.
I think they've got to lean to Kellis here. They will. Pull up 3 from Kellis, no good. Too short. And Kimmery is all the way back. No Eagles back. Flint will not be able to get back in time. And bumped Rubidoux a bit after the shot. He'll get up. Little bit of a late bump from Flint, and it sent Rubidoux flying. Booze pouring. I like Kimmery there, though, stepping up for his teammate, Wynn pushing on Miller. It feels like this game's going to get real physical here in the fourth now after that.
There's definitely some bad blood between these two teams. There's definitely a rivalry.
I mean, if you're the Chiefs, you just can't be surprised there. I mean, yeah, Rubidoux falls, but you can't get back on defense and get all handsy trying to prove a point.
You can't let your emotion get the best of you right there.
It happened to McKnight against Parkview. I mean, Davis scored on him, was talking a little trash. I mean, he goes back, picks up a foul. You just can't do that. And Rubidoux will come out of the game.
And every single time they run that pick and roll, they just jump it.
McKnight tries the 3, no good. Too long of a rebound for the Eagles. It's Wynn going up on McKnight and blocked. It's going to be a foul on Adam McKnight.
It just feels like they can't do anything. I mean, every time they go up, they either hit ball, they'll be straight up, and if any contact down low, they're going to call it. But
It feels like they set the tone there in the first half. Not calling much. They go to the second, and they just start calling a lot. Wynn's first free throw won't be good. It's McKnight's third foul of the game, so he's going to want to stay out of foul trouble near the end here. Flint has 3 as well. 0 for 2 from the free throw line for Will Wynn. McKnight brings it up the court for the Eagles. Pulls up from around 15. McCoy offensive rebound. Gets it stripped away, though, into the hands of Thompson. Too tall of a pass to Meyer. It's an immediate turnover.
Speed them up. Just keep making them make mistakes. I mean, they couldn't capitalize on that up those free throws. You have to get a big-time bucket. You know, down 8, you have to figure out a way to just put this in a one-score game. And they haven't been able to do that since the first quarter.
Here's McCoy, and he kind of passed it there without looking. I mean, Thompson was waiting for it.
You can't just assume McKnight's going to be open. You have to look for somebody else. It just can't be all McKnight.
Thompson working on McKnight. Kicks to the corner. Kimry gets Miller to jump. One more Meyer. Quick release. No good. Flint out in transition. Now Kellis. Open layup on the other end.
And Wynn was flying down the court. Almost got that off the backboard.
I mean, he is insane bounce for only a junior. No one back for Nixa, and Flint's going to get an easy layup. You know, Nixa's just got to get back.
I mean, that's been their problem all game, just leaving people open. You know, you get the big-time transition bucket, you have to figure out a way to stop them.
8-point lead from Kickapoo here. 57-49, 5:20 left in the fourth. We'll be back. Eagles with the ball here, inbound to Flint. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left. Chiefs lead by 8. Trying to hold on to their lead here, just outlast Nixa. They try to come back. McKnight, guarded by Thompson, working. Double team from Kimry, gets it stripped away. Kickapoo in transition, lob up for Wynn.
Looked like Wynn stepped out there, but just couldn't get it.
There. Kimry working inside, loses the ball right into the hands of Flint. Flint working the tempo, gives it to Kellis. Kellis can't finish the layup, though gets his own rebound and fouled. So he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Kellis at the free throw line. Both teams have struggled from there, though Kellis gets the bounce. And it finally feels like the Eagles now have the same, they're in the same tens digit, I guess you could say, with Kickapoo in a while. They're both in the 50s right now. Kellis can make this only a 6-point lead. And he will. 57-51. Kellis with 18, McKnight with 21, Kimry with 21 for the Chiefs.
And Nixa staying in a 3-2. That'll be interesting because that backside's going to be open.
And leaves Kimry open, fires the 3, no good. Thompson goes for the rebound, able to save it. Smith knocked to the ground near half court. Kimry drives inside, Rubidoux pump fakes. Sets his feet, shoots again, and knocks it down. Flint coming down for Nixa, working it on Neighbors, going inside, fouled, and one, Randy Flint.
I mean, Flint right there, just big time and one. You're going to have to keep building off of it. It feels like they get to that 6, to that 4-point mark, and then Kickapoo pulls away.
Six-point game once again. The Eagles starting to hit their free throws now. I don't want to jinx them here, but knock on wood. They've been doing it lately. Trapping Rubidoux now. Neighbors with the ball.
And Wynn sitting in that dunker spot. It's been killing Nixa. Just they'll drop that baseline near the dunker spot, or someone on the top of the key is wide open.
Here too high of a pass from Rubidoux. Throws it away. Flint bringing it down, working on Wynn. Spins, goes inside. Wynn able to get his hand on it though. Flint offensive rebound, kicks it out. McCoy steps in, shoots the jumper, and he's fouled.
They're going to have to keep playing physical. They definitely did that in the beginning of the game. We saw them get multiple second chance points. Kind of gotten away with that from that. You're going to have to keep running that paint. You have the size advantage. You have the taller players. If you can just get in there and keep getting your second chance points and getting these people in the foul. I mean, Wynn, 4 fouls, that's big time. He's going to be missing this final stretch. You can get him to foul out of this game, but definitely it gets rid of their best rebounder. Now they have a big-time size disadvantage, and it allows them to get that inside pass.
McCoy, second free throw on the way and gets it to drop. 4-point game now. They were missing them at the beginning of the game, but starting to hit them now.
Hitting them when it matters is really all that matters. You can knock them down in the clutch, and it's going to be big time. They're going to have to figure out a way to get a big time stop, put it within a one-possession game.
Tan with the ball near half court. Now Rubidoux. But those big games that we talked about, this is what builds Kickapoo. They've played against better teams in these moments, so they know what to do. Neighbors getting pressured from McCoy. Rubidoux drives inside, hop steps, able to finish over Colt McCoy.
I mean, credit to Neighbors right there, being able to keep his body control and getting a good pass and then swing it around to find Rubidoux wide open.
Flint is the switch on to Kimry, picks up his dribble, hands off to Kellis. Kellis driving inside, baseline, loses his dribble, gets it back, goes up, can't finish the layup. Kimry now kicks to the corner. Rubidoux slows it down. One more. Tan, three-pointer. Bounces in. 9-point game.
Starting to heat up. I mean, what was a 4-point game just now 9, almost a double-digit lead in a blink of an eye.
Kellis, three-pointer on the way, no good. Flint able, though, big offensive rebound, dumps it off for McKnight. He gets the layup, and smart timeout called by Brock Blancett.
And you have to figure out a way to stop them. They're lining you up from 3. They're getting everything they want on offense. You have to figure out a way to get a stop. I mean, you got it within 4. You can't, when you have Neighbors on the ropes like that, just almost out of bounds, you can't let Rubidoux be wide open and get an easy lane to the bucket.
7-point lead for the Chiefs. 1:52 left in this game. We will be back in just a second. (65-58). 1 minute and 52 seconds left here at Kickapoo High School. The Chiefs hold the lead here at home. Nixa trying anything they can to come back. Neighbors will inbound. Eagles with the full court press. They find Rubidoux. Now Tan. Tan wide open inside, up and under, no good, but Thompson there for the putback. Flint, the ball now, gives to McKnight. McKnight left open for three, lets it go, no good. Kellis, though, gets a quick putback.
And you got to go on a big-time run right now. Force a turnover, get some momentum going.
Get up, and they're going to say that's Kickapoo basketball, and I don't even think Kellis touched it.
That wasn't even close. I mean, Kimry just threw the ball out of bounds.
Miller comes in the game for McCoy on defense. Assume they'll be rotating them. Here is Tan.
I mean, Miller got to get into it. Got to create some on-ball pressure.
Yeah, getting a minute near left. I mean, Miller's got to get up on him. Now Neighbors. Rubidoux in the corner. They're not looking to shoot, so you've got to get up, try to get a steal. Foul on the Eagles. They needed 2 more. Put them in the bonus. Tan trying to get the shooting foul. It doesn't even look like it's shooting, though. It's kind of just throwing it up. Rubidoux looking for anyone. Eagles all over. They find Kimry now. Rubidoux. And Smith dives on the ground to get that foul. So I believe, yes, Kickapoo will be in the bonus now. Rubidoux at the line hits the free throw. McCoy will come back into the game for Nixa. Nixa, they're going to go down and shoot a 3, I assume, but if that misses, you might as well put the nail in the coffin there if they can't get the offensive rebound.
And you have to, Kellis has been able to knock them down. Just
Smith knocked the one down he hit.
I mean, Flint, I don't even know if he shot one tonight, but he can definitely knock them down in those big-time moments. You need someone to get a big-time 3, and you have to go fast. You can't waste too much clock.
Here Kellis gets the ball. He's guarded by Kimry. Looking inside, McCoy just gets an unlucky roll there. That is unlucky. Rubidoux throwing elbows. But the foul is called on Colt McCoy. And that might just do it. I mean, I know 37.8 left, but if he's able to hit these free throws, that'll be hard for the Eagles to come back.
And it really just comes down to that second and a little bit of that third when they, were just getting torched offensively and couldn't get anything going torched defensively and couldn't get anything going offensively. That drought definitely hurt them, and they haven't been able to come back from it all game.
Rubidoux hits the second free throw. And the Eagles got to get going here. Smith cross court to Kellis. Kellis now Flint. Got to get a shot up. Flint will pull the 3, no good. Smith offensive rebound. Flint tries again and just rims out. 17 seconds left. Kimry will get the rebound. And the Kickapoo Chiefs will take down the Nixa Eagles and give them their 3rd loss of the season. 71-60, a big second and into the 3rd quarter as well really helped them propel them to this win.
And like you said, that second quarter really hurt them when they couldn't get anything going, and Kickapoo able to just torch them on those 3-point shots. And Nixa couldn't really get off to a good enough run to be able to get over that hump of that, that they get down to the 4, and then it felt like they would come out and bang 2 threes, and there's nothing that Nixa could do. They just kept, Nixa would get close and they just extend that deficit. And Nixa there'd be so many times where Nixa would get a big time bucket to put it within 4, and then they just want to get back on defense and Kickapoo and put it right back within 6 to 8, and they just couldn't keep. They just kept making the same mistake over and over and over again, and it killed them.
Yeah, lots of little things went. It was the little things that caused Nixa to lose that game. Getting back, free throws, fouls, everything like that. But no, ultimately, Kickapoo pulls away at the end. They were able to outlast the Eagles, just like Marquette was able to. 71-60. The Chiefs come out on top by 11 here. Thank you, everyone that tuned in tonight here at Kickapoo High School in Springfield, Missouri. Until next time, from Evan Brett and myself, Brady Richard, we say good night.